These are the modern masters of televised dramedy. Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 female TV showrunners.
We've sort of uncovered a lot of revelations about Tara and the family.
I don't know what happened, sure, but it's not my fault.
For this list, we're focusing on women that have either created their own television series or moved up the ranks to work as a showrunner or executive producer.
When I was a kid watching TV in like the early 80s, I didn't expect representation. I just watched TV because that's what you do and that's what's on. I think in all these decades now, I think people, they want it.
Some of our picks are the single driving forces, while others have worked hand in hand with others as co-showrunners.
I don't think you're doing it for that reason. I don't think you're sitting there and thinking, you know, that you must have that happen in episode 7. I think I think it has to feel inevitable.
Number 10, Amy Sherman-Palladino, Gilmore Girls.
All you have to do is call my name and I'll be there.
Once a writer for Roseanne Barr's self-titled series in the 90s, this woman learned the industry inside out before setting off on her own. Inspired by the small-town ways of Connecticut, Amy Sherman-Palladino conceptualized a witty, pop-culture-friendly narrative, and the result was Gilmore Girls, which premiered in 2000. By guiding the production and serving as a music supervisor, Amy enhanced her dynamic characters through her own love of iconic songs.
Whoa, what happened there? I have no idea. Bad news for Ringer Guy.
And along with husband Daniel, she breathed new life into CW programming with fresh, fast-paced dialogue and tracking shots. Season after season, Gilmore Girls influenced a younger generation through Amy's exuberant creative vision.
Kirk, what are you doing?
I'm drafting you.
Well, stop it!
You can't tell me where to run.
Kirk, I swear to God, don't make me come back there!
Number 9, Liz Meriwether, New Girl.
I mean, I think with comedy, you want to keep it simple. I think really high concept comedy doesn't last. I think you just
move in with two guys in your life that decided?
Yes, us.
After its September 2011 premiere, the Fox comedy New Girl gained an immediate following thanks to its quirky lead and eccentric male characters. And it was Liz Meriwether, the writer of the 2011 film No Strings Attached, that first sold the network on the idea.
I think you should just write about your life and write about people you know, and it doesn't matter if we sell it or don't.
Touching on the comedic yet somewhat depressing ideals of early 30-something individuals, Meriwether demonstrates a brilliant understanding of millennial issues, but presents them by way of a slightly older group of adorkable personas.
Oh! Ah!
What happened?
Oh my God! Why?
Oh, what?
Oh my God, my penis is having a heart attack.
The New Girl aesthetic showcases individuals that are just unique enough to balance the line between self-aware outcasts and self-aware superstars.
You get used to her.
Hey, Schmidt!
Oh, come on.
Wow.
Number 8, Marlene King, Pretty Little Liars.
I show you that I know you won't tell what I said, 'cause two can keep a secret if one of them is dead.
As a writer of the 1995 film Now and Then, this woman depicted the essence of the adolescent experience. Nearly 15 years later, Marlene King developed an ABC family teen drama, Pretty Little Liars, that would polarize critics, yet ultimately become a guilty pleasure for both men and women alike.
Really started with Sarah Shepard's fantastic book series. I read the first 4 books before I wrote the pilot. The pilot really became book 1.
It's not your average drama of innocence and sheltered perspectives, but rather one that's a little more provocative than some parents would prefer. Whereas previous generations turned to different networks, King's exhilarating murder mystery established the channel now known as Freeform as a progressive force in primetime TV.
If we could bring that energy and that sort of great cliffhanger tone to the show, which I really think we accomplished, I think that's what we pulled off, and that's why we're still here.
Number 7, Mindy Kaling, The Mindy Project.
Insanely talented, wickedly smart, and so hilarious. Let's give her a round of applause.
Thank you.
Originally known as the pop culture-loving Kelly Kapoor on NBC's The Office, this Indian American turned heads as the innovative showrunner of her own self-titled series. Initially rejected by NBC, Mindy Kaling's single-camera comedy has provoked pop culture discussions about feminism and race, with its showrunner understanding the limitations of a half-hour sitcom.
The taxi driver helped me put it on. I did mine myself. Wait a minute. We're not all wearing curtains?
It's fun. You'd look like a gypsy, Ma.
In a world of amateur critics quick to point out the negative, Kaling relies more on personal ideals rather than being relegated to what she's supposed to depict. Like the title says, it's the Mindy Project, and Kaling's not afraid to experiment with progressive comedy.
Okay, we don't eat popsicles like that here.
That's not what I heard, homeboy.
Number 6, Michelle King, The Good Wife.
Michelle, what would CBS say about your
Well,
style?
I don't know what they would say.
After a short-lived drama on ABC entitled Injustice, this woman took a close look at modern media and the way good wives are portrayed. In collaboration with her creative partner and husband Robert, Michelle King assembled a brilliant ensemble cast to address the American political system and the familial drama that unfolds.
Now things get interesting. Bree, I want you to pull together everything we have from the first trial, Carrie and Alicia. I want you to re-interview all the witnesses.
And while many showrunners inject their personality and youthful dialogue into the characters, King got expertise from an array of notable producers such as Ridley Scott to perfect the look and feel of The Good Wife. As a result, the Judicial series transformed from a cleverly written drama to something much more effective, all due to its tight focus and authenticity.
You know, you and I are gonna be the best of friends, Mrs. Floric, and do you know why?
I have no idea.
Because you're cautious. And so am I. Your husband isn't. Nice meeting you.
Number 5, Genji Cohen, Weeds, and Orange is the New Black. Educated at Columbia University and raised by 2 distinguished writers, this woman was groomed to succeed in show business. For Genji Cohen, her first writing gig came via The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but it was her landmark Showtime series Weeds that caught the attention of both executives and liberal-thinking viewers.
Hi, Nancy.
Honey, did you take something that doesn't belong to you?
I want in.
By pinpointing the evolving moral code of a 21st century society and the issues faced by modern women, Cohen opened the gates for more series of the same style. And with her Netflix production, Orange is the New Black, she's left her imprint on remote controls across the world, as the way in which we consume TV has forever changed.
Oh, we say thank you, we say please, and excuse me when we sneeze. That's the way we do what's right. We have manners, we're polite.
Number 4, Lena Dunham and Jenny Connor, Girls.
I don't want to freak you out, but I think that I may be the voice of my generation. Or at least a voice of a generation.
Upon the release of Lena Dunham's 2010 indie film, Tiny Furniture, the industry took note of her obvious talent. So HBO not only made an offer to Dunham for a look at Brooklyn Night 20-somethings, but also hired Jenny Connor to guide the production. And well, the co-showrunners have proven themselves fully capable of addressing taboo subjects, or even taboo visuals for that matter. With the arrival of Girls on HBO, both Dunham and Connor pushed the boundaries and challenged even millennials to think a little harder about their role in society.
I just want someone who wants to hang out all the time and thinks I'm the best person in the world and wants to have sex with only me.
This pair may not have all the answers, but they're asking questions that previously went unaddressed.
And I guess it's classic to have to masturbate 8 or 16 times a night until your legs shake and you're crying.
Number 3, Julie Plec, The Vampire Diaries and The Originals.
They love you, Julie.
They love and hate me.
Formerly a co-producer of the Scream movie franchise and one of the executives behind ABC Family's Kyle XY, this woman ultimately brought vampires back to primetime TV.
You can feed and make her forget. Or you can let her run screaming vampire through the town square.
By adapting L.J. Smith's literary series for the CW, Julie Plec capitalized on pop culture trends without falling victim to usual cliches. A collaboration with screenwriter and Dawson's Creek creator Kevin Williamson, The Vampire Diaries beholds the vampire camp and compelling character relationships that change the game for network TV.
Well, this is reality. Right here.
With a background in both cinematic productions and small screen writing, Julie paid her dues and delivered once again as a showrunner for the show's successful spin-off, The Originals.
Oh, I do recommend that you find yourself further assistance for the luggage. My sincere apologies.
Number 2, Tina Fey, 30 Rock and Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Comedy is truth plus time multiplied by monkeys divided by one fart.
As an alum of the Chicago improv group The Second City, this comedian further developed her skills as a head writer for Saturday Night Live. And nearly 10 years later, Tina Fey moved on to produce and star in a brilliant meta-commentary about the behind-the-scene nature of a variety show.
And mess with my show?
Hell no!
Jenna and I worked for years to get this show. You know,
I moved from Chicago for this.
With 30 Rock becoming a second home for the extended SNL family, Fey upped the ante with her sharp writing and invaluable knowledge about the industry. And so when Ellie Kemper emerged on another NBC hit, The Office, Fey wisely enlisted the comedic actress for a retro yet timely Netflix original.
Your hair smells good.
They checked it for lice at the hospital.
I kind of want to kiss you.
Yes. Do it. I'm fine. Oh! What the fudge?
As the showrunner for both 30 Rock and Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Tina has become one of the most powerful and admired women in TV.
You know what? Suck it, you whittling IHOP monkeys.
I'm at the jet's waiting.
That's right, a jet to New York City. Lemon out.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Masters of Sex is about two people, Masters and Johnson, who were sexual revolutionaries. The thing that we find most fascinating is the sort of evolution of sex from the 50s.
Mother exists to keep child Norman from looking at things that terrified him when he was a kid. Because she really is Norman. She's afraid that if he looks at those things, it will kill him.
When we first started the show, Billy Peterson said to me, can we do something significant? Can we tell a story that will have some impact, that will impact the world?
Because most shows try to hire writers within. When they're looking for the next staff writer, they're looking for people within their show that have done their work, who worked really hard.
The original book by Brian Michael Bendis is what drew me to the series in the first place. He's such a tremendous writer and created this character that I had the great fortune of telling story for.
I'm very proud of the episodes that we've been doing this year in season 2. I think there are a couple that I really, really like that stand out, and one of them is episode 205, The Serena Also Rises, which was our big fashion show episode.
You know, is she a wifey or is she a slut? And all these like really horribly dissecting things that dehumanize women. A lot of it for us is just making them three-dimensional humans. You know, like putting the dimension back in these people that have become magazine cutouts.
Number 1, Shonda Rhimes, Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, and How to Get Away with Murder.
I feel like these women exist. I know them. They are my friends. They are people I know. They are me. They are my mother, my sister, my best friends. They exist.
Though certain female showrunners have narrowed in on evolving trends in network TV, this woman has proven herself to be the preeminent master of addictive drama. With an acute understanding of the human element, Shonda Rhimes initially found a place at ABC with the landmark series Grey's Anatomy. And not only do her characters feel like real people, but their transparency endears them to modern audiences.
What's wrong? What is wrong? This is my life. That's what's wrong. This is my life.
Ellie.
You didn't show up for me.
Whether it's Private Practice, How to Get Away with Murder, or the sensation that is Scandal, Rhimes doesn't seem content with typical tropes. Her characters' striking personalities and experiences reach far beyond the page, and even more, Rhimes seems in touch with the viewers who consume her remarkable dramas.
The person who runs the show runs the show. So to me, it's really about raising the next generation of showrunners.
So, do you agree with our picks?
And you know what, Danny? It was the hardest thing I have ever done in my life.
Who is your favorite female TV showrunner?
You got out of here because you're very talented and people love you and... Are you peeing?
For more awesome Top 10s published daily, be sure to subscribe to Ms. Mojo.
Oh!
Yeah, get a good look!
Stop shaking your ass at me, you quitter!
This is the ass of a failure!
You get a look!
Look right at my ass!
Nick.
You bought the ticket, take a ride!
Feast your eyes on my butt!
I'm winning this moment!
You quitter!
Look at my butt, it's gone faster than yours!